Achieving God mode in Warframe is no small task, and like most games, it's where all the fun begins. Today we're going to look at the most valuable resource in Warframe, and the best places to farm it. Endo. This little nugget of deliciousness will drop almost everywhere you go in Warframe, but in varying quantities. It is required for upgrading mods, which is where all your God mode comes from. Fortunately, Endo also comes from mods. Once you complete the tutorial mission, Liberate the Imprisoned Arms Dealer from the Vor's Prize quest, you can install the mod segment in your orbiter, and also access it while in dojos and relays. In this section, you can sell or dissolve duplicate mods for extra Endo. But should you dissolve all your duplicate mods? No. Some mods are better off being traded for platinum, as platinum is also incredibly valuable. So how do you know which mods are worth dissolving and which are worth trading? Well, let's break it down like this. The devs are constantly updating and adding things to the game, so you will always be safer having at least one of every mod for yourself. Now, the numbers I'm about to give are approximates, and you can always double check with me on my daily streams. If you're a newer player, 20 hours or less, you likely won't have a lot of mods worth platinum, so you can dissolve any duplicates you have. If you have played for 20 to 50 hours, you can dissolve anything you have 4 or more of. 50 to 100 hours, 10 or more of. 100 to 200 hours, 20 or more of. And past 200 hours, you should start to have an understanding of the mods that are not worth dissolving, because you will be using these for yourself, and more often they will be silver or gold mods. To really be safe and to make sure the whole process is easier, I've created spreadsheets that can save you hours of individually checking mod prices on the market. This way you will know for sure which mods are worth dissolving and which are worth trading for platinum. These spreadsheets took months to make and are bonuses for Patreons. I have coaching sessions once a week and have been able to help players new and old increase the amount of platinum they make. The next way to acquire Endo is through bounty rewards. Bounties can be found in Cetus on Earth, Fortuna on Venus, the Necrolisk on Deimos, and the Chrysolith on Zariman. The amount of Endo you can get will vary depending on which of these places you're doing the bounties, with Cetus being the least, and Zariman being the most. These are good Endo farms for players who have yet to unlock Steel Path. Another good Endo farm is the Endless Excavation bounty on Deimos. Every tier of reward has an Endo as a drop chance, and you can also gain Endo drops from enemies while doing the excavation. It is recommended doing this with a full squad, as it can speed up the process of completing excavators. You're also going to want to push these missions for as long as you can to really increase your yield of Endo. One of the best Endo farms is the Ratham Arenas on Sedna. These get a little more challenging, not because they're hard, but because you're going to want a super efficient team that can work very well together. Naki is the entry-level arena mission, which does not require judgment points to enter. Yam is the next one, which requires 10 judgment points to enter the mission. And Vadiano is the best farm, but requires 15 judgment points to enter. Your team's goal should be to complete the mission in 1 minute and 30 seconds or less, and quickly repeat. This has potential to earn you thousands of Endo in a very short period of time. Ideally, your squad should contain a Necros with the spoil to increase the Endo drops from enemies, along with Nidus' larva to pull enemies together, making them easier to kill, and everyone collecting Endo drops. Other teammates can be damage focused, helping buffing the team and being able to kill enemies quickly. Slash on weapons is also helpful, as it will increase the drop rate with Necros' Desecrate. The next way to earn Endo is from doing Railjack missions. This can be a little confusing to players, as Railjack missions aren't going to reward you a lot of Endo directly. However, upon completing these missions, you can enter the console outside of your Railjack in the dry dock and turn all the scrap you've collected into Endo. Similar to how you can increase the percent of your Tenant and Lich weapons by fusing them together, you can also fuse your armaments and components. So if you're scrapping wreckage for Endo, I only recommend scrapping Mark 1s and 2s. Once your Mark 3s are fully fused, you can scrap extras you will no longer be needing. Another popular Endo farm among the community is arbitration missions. These will unlock once you've completed all connecting nodes in the star chart and all the mainline quests. Arbitration missions will change once per hour, and will only allow you to do 1 per hour. So these missions are best done with the intention of you staying a while. Not only is Endo a drop chance for every reward tier, but so are Ayatan sculptures, making this a very appealing Endo farm. On top of that, you get a bonus of earning Vitus Essence. This can be spent at the Arbiters of Hexus vendor in relays for galvanized mods, which sell easily for platinum as many players haven't reached arbitrations or don't care much for farming Vitus Essence. Now let's move on to Ayatan treasures. These have become one of my favorite items to farm, as they not only make a great resource for Endo, but can also be sold for platinum. Each mission has a 1 in 7 chance to spawn an Ayatan treasure that is hidden in the map, with each specific sculpture having an equal chance to spawn. This chance is not affected by resource drop chance boosters. These sculptures can be exchanged for Endo by giving them to Maru at Maru's Bazaar on Mars. Full completion of daily sorties have a chance to reward you with an Anacia sculpture. However, the most effective way to farm these is using a combo of Golden Instinct, which becomes available when your Helminth reaches level 15, and Orokin Eye, the air support you get from acquiring the Parallax ship. This is not a new player-friendly method, as it will take weeks or months for you to get your Helminth to level 15, depending on how hard you grind out the game. However, it will make farming these treasures out dramatically easier. Ideally, you want a range of over 200, enter a mission and immediately use Golden Instinct. If the ability doesn't work, there is likely nothing in the mission and you can exit and restart a new one. If the ability does work, there is a strong chance you have an Ayatan sculpture, rare crate, or item of value worth pursuing. Once the Golden Instinct ability starts having you backtrack, you can use the Orokin Eye air support from your gear wheel to locate its exact whereabouts. Though you can use Golden Instinct on any frame you'd like, Lavos is what I use because his cooldown on abilities allows me to spam Golden Instinct more often than other frames. Now that you know the best places to farm Endo, check out any other guides or walkthroughs on my channel. It's free, just like my love of Lotus Cleavage.